Geobyte.
Hi students, welcome to the Diploma series. In this video, we are going to discuss the important problems for relation between the elastic constants. The very first problem is a MS bar has a diameter 10 mm. Diameter of the MS bar 10 mm and is 350 mm long. Length is given. A tensile load of 15 kilonewtons. Load is 15 kilonewtons. Is applied longitudinally. Calculate the extension of the bar. Here extension means change in length, the change in diameter of the rod and change in volume. Young's modulus E equal to 2 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. Poisson's ratio is given 0.25. So with this problem, or for this problem, let us write the given data. The diameter of the given data the diameter of the rod D equal to 10 mm. Length of the rod L equal to 350 mm. Tensile load P equal to 15 into 10 raised to 3 newtons. Calculate extension of the bar. Extension means the increase in length or change in length. Change in diameter. Change in diameter delta D is how much? And change in volume. Change in volume is how much? Assume Young's modulus E equal to 2 into 10 raised 5 Newton per mm square, and Poisson's ratio denoted by 1 by m 0.25. Now for this data, first let us find the area of cross section equal to pi by 4 into d square. It is equal to pi by 4 into d 10 square. You simplify this value for getting 25 times the pi. It is in mm square. Now the change in length. Extension means change in length. You know change in length delta L equal to change in length. Otherwise let me write it clearly. Change in length delta L equal to PL by AE equal to sigma L by E. That is the formula. P is known, A is known. Let us take this part only. Let us take this formula for finding the delta L. The external load is given 15 into 10 raised 5. The original length is given 350 divided by area 25 times the pi multiplied by multiplied by E. Young's modulus is 2 into 10 raised to 5. You simplify this value for getting 0.334 millimeters. Next, you got the change in length. Poisson's ratio. Now I am going to find the change in diameter. Poisson's ratio 1 by m equal to lateral strain divided by longitudinal strain. From that, the lateral strain equal to 1 by m times the longitudinal strain. So lateral strain equal to, for a circular body, change in diameter by original diameter equal to Poisson's ratio times the longitudinal strain. Longitudinal strain equal to sigma by E, or you can say delta L by L. Therefore, the change in diameter delta D equal to D by M into delta L by L. Here 1 by m is the Poisson's ratio. Here diameter is given 10 mm into Poisson's ratio 1 by m 0.25. Change in length you got is 0.334 by original length. Original length is given 350. You simplify this value for getting change in diameter 9.549 into 10 raised to minus 4 mm. That is the change in diameter. You are also asked to find the change in volume. You know, volumetric strain E suffix V is equal to change in volume by original volume is equal to, for a circular body, for a circular rod, it is stress by Young's modulus times the 1 minus 2 by m. Here 1 by m is the Poisson's ratio. From this, the change in volume delta V equal to V times the sigma by E multiplied by 1 minus 2 by m. Here V equal to original volume. Pi by 4 into d square into L. Now delta V change in volume equal to pi by 4 into d square. D is 10 square. L is 350. Into stress. Okay, stress you need to find. Stress equal to load by area. Load is given 15,000 newtons. Area is given, area you got is 25 times the pi. Simplify this value for getting the stress is around 190.98 Newton per millimeter square. So stress is 190.98 divided by Young's modulus 2 into 10 power 5 multiplied by 1 minus 2 into Poisson's ratio 0.25. You simplify this value for getting around 13.118 mm cube. That is the change in volume. I hope all of you understood. Let us take one more problem. Look at the next problem. A bar of 16 mm, a bar of 16 mm diameter is subjected to a pull of, pull means load, 27 kilonewtons. The measured extension over a gauge length of 80 mm, this is the original length, and the change in length is 0.12 mm. And the change in diameter is given 0.007 mm. Find the Poisson's ratio and modulus of elasticity. You are asked to decide the Poisson's ratio and modulus of elasticity. Let me write the given data. Given data for this problem is a bar of 16 mm diameter d equal to 16 mm is subjected to a pull. Pull means here load, tensile load, P equal to 27 kilonewtons equal to 27,000 newtons. The measured extension over a gauge length of original length L equal to 80 mm and change in length change in length change in length delta L equal to 0.12 mm 0.12 mm, that is the change in length, and change in diameter delta D is equal to 0.007 mm. Let us write it clearly, otherwise you may be confusing. The original diameter, original length, L equal to 80 mm. Change in length delta L equal to 0.12 mm. Find the Poisson's ratio. Poisson's ratio 1 by m is how much? And Young's modulus. Capital E equal to how much? That is the data. Now let us have the solution. The solution is, you are asked to find the change in Poisson's ratio. Poisson's ratio equal to lateral strain by linear strain. First, let us find the longitudinal strain. Longitudinal strain EL equal to change in length by original length. Here change in length is 0.12, original length is 80. That is how you can find the longitudinal strain. That longitudinal strain value is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Next, the lateral strain lateral strain ED equal to change in diameter by original diameter. Change in diameter is 0.007 divided by original diameter 16 mm. Its value 4.378 into 10 raised to minus 4. That is the lateral strain. Then the Poisson's ratio. Poisson's ratio, very easy problem. Poisson's ratio 1 by m equal to lateral strain divided by longitudinal strain. Longitudinal strain. The lateral strain is 4.378. This is the lateral strain into 10 raised to minus 4 divided by 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. The value is, the Poisson's ratio value 0.29. Now you are also asked to find the Young's modulus. Young's modulus can be found like this. Change in length delta L equal to PL by AE. From that, Young's modulus E equal to PL by A into delta L. The P value given, load value is, let us go back to the load, 27,000 newtons. This is the load, 27,000 into original length is given, original length 80 divided by A equal to pi by 4 into d square, d is 16 mm, into delta L, change in length, okay, change in length, 1 minute. This is the change in length, 0.12. You simplify this value for getting the Young's modulus is around 0.89 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per millimeter square. That is how you can solve the problem. I hope all of you understood. Let us take one more problem. Next problem. A cylindrical bar is 20 mm in diameter, the diameter, and is 1 meter long. During a tensile test, it was found that the longitudinal strain is 4 times the lateral strain. Calculate modulus of rigidity and bulk modulus. If elastic modulus, that is Young's modulus, here elastic modulus means Young's modulus, 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. Find the change in volume when the bar is subjected to a normal stress of 100 Newton per mm square. For this problem, let us write the given data. Given data. Better to change the pen. So the diameter of the bar D equal to 20 mm, and length of the bar L equal to 1 meter equal to 1000 mm. During a tensile test, it was found that longitudinal strain is equal to 4 times the lateral strain. From this I can write that lateral strain by longitudinal strain is equal to 1 by 4 is equal to Poisson's ratio, because lateral strain by longitudinal strain is the Poisson's ratio. Calculate the modulus of rigidity. C equal to how much? Then find the change in volume also. Bulk modulus, you are also asked to find the bulk modulus. K equal to how much? Change in volume delta V equal to how much? That is the data. Let us have the solution. You are asked to find the bulk modulus K, change in volume, and modulus of rigidity. Here you know relation between Young's modulus and shear modulus is E and C is E equal to 2C into 1 plus 1 by M. From this, the shear modulus equal to Young's modulus by 2 into 1 plus 1 by M. It is equal to Young's modulus is given. Young's modulus is 1 into 10 power 5 divided by 2 into 1 plus Poisson's ratio 1 by M. That 1 by M is given 1 by 4. Simplify this value for getting 0.4 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. Next, One more relation between E and K is relation between Young's modulus and bulk modulus is E equal to 3K into 1 minus 2 by M. These relations already we discussed. From this, bulk modulus K equal to Young's modulus by 3 into 1 minus 2 by M. Here Young's modulus is 1 into 10 power 5, 3 into 1 minus 2 into 1 by 4. Simplify this value for getting the bulk modulus K equal to 0.67 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. You are also asked to find the change in volume. You know, normal stress equal to or the volumetric strain or bulk modulus. Bulk modulus bulk modulus bulk modulus K equal to normal stress by volumetric strain. Volumetric strain. From this, volumetric strain equal to normal stress by bulk modulus. But volumetric strain equal to change in volume by original volume equal to normal stress sigma by bulk modulus K. Therefore, the change in volume delta V equal to volume multiplied by normal stress divided by bulk modulus. Here volume is pi by 4 into d square into L into stress into sigma divided by bulk modulus K. It is equal to pi by 4 d. Diameter is given. The diameter, once again let us go back to the diameter. Let us have the diameter. Diameter is 20 mm. Length is 1000. Okay. 20 and 1000. 20 square into length is 1000 mm into normal stress is given 100 divided by bulk modulus. What we got is, just now we got it, bulk modulus 0.67 into 10 power 5. 0.67 into 10 power 5. Simplify this value for getting the change in volume is around 469 mm cube. That is the change in volume. Let us do one more problem. Next problem, a metal plate. Look at the problem. A metal plate 100 mm into 50 mm in cross section is 250 mm long. It carries a tensile load of 400 kilonewtons in the direction of its length. A compressive load of 4 meganewtons on its 100 mm into 250 mm faces and a tensile load of 2 meganewtons on its 50 mm into 250 mm faces. Young's modulus given 200 kilonewton per mm square. Poisson's ratio given 0.25. Find the change in volume of the bar. That is the given problem. So for this problem, first let us construct the diagram. So this is the diagram for the given data. Length is given 250 mm, breadth is given 100 mm, depth is given 50 mm. Now let us look at the loads. It carries a tensile load of 400 kilonewtons in the direction of its length. This is the length, 250 mm is the length. In the length direction, the load magnitude is 400 kilonewtons. 400 kilonewtons. A compressive load of 400, a compressive load of 4 meganewtons on its 100 mm into 250 mm. This is the 250 mm and this is the 100 mm. On that particular face, the compressive load is acting like this. Compressive load is the 4000 kilonewtons. 4 meganewtons means 4000 kilonewtons. And one more load, and a tensile load of 2 meganewtons on its 50 mm into 250 mm faces. So this is the 250 mm face, this is the 50 mm face. On that particular face, the load is 2 meganewtons, means 2000 kilonewtons. Now let us write the given data. Length given data is, length is 250, breadth is 100 mm, and thickness equal to 50 mm. Volume equal to original volume equal to length multiplied by breadth multiplied by thickness. It is equal to 250 into 100 into 50, 125 into 10 power 4 units mm cube. That is the original volume of the component, or original volume of the given member. Now let us find you are asked to find the change in volume. Change in volume delta V equal to how much? That change in volume can be found by, or can be found from the volumetric strain. The total volumetric strain, formula, volumetric strain EV equal to delta V by V. It is equal to, we proved it, sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z divided by Young's modulus into 1 minus 2 by m. So that is the formula for deciding the volumetric strain, 1 minus 2 by m. From that formula you can decide the change in volume, 1 minus 2 by m. Now for that you need to find the sigma x, sigma y and sigma z. Sigma x, stress in x direction. Stress in x direction. Stress in x direction, let it be sigma x, equal to load in x direction into area of cross section in x direction. Look at the load in x direction, 400. 400 into 10 raised to 3. The area for that is, this is the area for that. The area for that is 50 into 100. 50 into 100. That is equal to 80 Newton per mm square. Similarly, stress in y direction. Stress in y direction. Sigma y equal to Py by Ay. The stress in y direction is load in y direction. Load in y direction is negative, minus 4000 into 1000, because it is a compressive load, divided by area for that load. Area for that load is 250 into 100. 250 into 100. Simplify this value for getting the 1 minute sigma y. Okay, this is the y. Okay, no problem. So that is minus 160 Newton per mm square. Similarly, stress in z direction. Stress in z direction, sigma z equal to load in z direction by area of cross section in that direction. Area of cross section in that direction. The load in that direction is 2000 into 1000 divided by area in that direction is 250. Area in that direction 250 into 50. 250 into 50. So the area for the x direction, this is 50, this is 100. Area for y direction, is 1 minute. I'll try to show clearly. Area for y direction is like this. So for this is 100 and this is 250. Area for the z direction, this is 250 and this is 50. So you simplify this value for getting stress in z direction is 160 plus 160 Newton per millimeter square. Now the change in volume by original volume, change in volumetric strain, EV equal to change in volume by original volume equal to sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z divided by Young's modulus into 1 minus 2 by m. Sigma x is, how much you got sigma x? Sigma x 80. Sigma y minus 160 plus sigma z plus 160 divided by 2 into 10 power 5 into 1 minus 2 into 1 by m. Poisson's ratio given 0.25. Let us verify it. The Poisson's ratio 0.25. Very good. Now simplify this value for getting the volumetric strain. This is a value. This is the value you are getting around 40 divided by 2 into 10 power 5. 2 into 10 power 5. Then the change in volume, therefore the change in volume equal to original volume into 40 divided by 2 into 10 power 5. Original volume 250 into 100 into 50 into this part is 40 divided by 2 into 10 power 5. You simplify this value for getting it is around 250 mm cube. This is very important problem, most expected problem in the board examination. So with this I am concluding this video. In the next video we will discuss the temperature stresses, stress caused by temperature gradient or temperature difference. Thank you for watching.
Geobyte.